What Jesus really taught about the Sabbath. The Sabbath is one of the most sacred commands in the Bible. But did Jesus break it, redefine it, or fulfill it? Today we take a deeper look at what Jesus really taught about the Sabbath and why it still matters today. In Exodus chapter 20 verse 8 said, "Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy." God commanded Israel to keep the seventh day Saturday as a holy day of rest. No work, a sacred pause. It was a sign of covenant between God and his people, rooted in the rhythm of creation itself. But over time, religious leaders added layers of strict rules, defining what work was in the smallest detail until the Sabbath became more of a burden than a blessing. In Luke chapter 4 verse 16, Jesus went to the synagogue on the Sabbath. Jesus honored the Sabbath. He attended the synagogue, taught the scriptures, and upheld the law. But he also did something shocking. He healed people on the Sabbath, even when it offended the religious elite. In Matthew chapter 12 verse 10, "Is it lawful to heal on the Sabbath?" they asked. The Pharisees were furious. To them, healing was work. But to Jesus, it was love. He answered their question not with words, but with action. He healed the man right in front of them. Then he asked, "Which of you, if a sheep falls into a pit on the Sabbath, wouldn't lift it out?" Isn't a person worth more than a sheep? In Mark chapter 2 verse 27 to 28, the Sabbath was made for man, not man for the Sabbath. So the Son of Man is Lord even of the Sabbath. This was the turning point. Jesus wasn't just correcting a misunderstanding. He was revealing his divine identity. The Son of Man is Lord even of the Sabbath. In other words, Jesus had the authority to interpret the Sabbath correctly. He wasn't against the Sabbath. He was against hypocrisy and empty religion that prioritized rules over love, rituals over people. Jesus reminded us, the Sabbath was made for man. It's not a legal trap, it's a divine gift. A space for rest, renewal, and remembering God's goodness. God didn't design the Sabbath to control us, but to restore us. In Hebrews chapter 4 verse 9 to 10, there remains a Sabbath rest for the people of God. The writer of Hebrews takes it further. The Sabbath points to something deeper: rest in Christ. Not just physical, but spiritual. Not just one day a week, but a daily posture of trust. When we follow Jesus, we enter into God's rest not by rules, but by grace. Jesus becomes our rest. When Jesus died and rose again, he fulfilled the purpose of all the law, including the Sabbath, not by abolishing it, but by giving it its full meaning. In him, we find what the Sabbath always pointed to: peace, healing, freedom, and joy in God's presence. Should Christians still keep the Sabbath? The answer is not about legalism. Paul writes in Romans and Colossians that we are not judged by Sabbath days, but the principle of Sabbath still stands. We still need rest. We still need time to worship. Whether it's Saturday, Sunday, or another day, you need space to reconnect with God and live from his strength. Jesus invites you to rest not just one day a week, but every day in him. You don't have to strive anymore. You don't have to prove yourself. Jesus offers you true rest, rest for your soul. Come to him. Rest in him. If this video opened your eyes, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Let the world know Jesus didn't come to enslave us with rules. He came to set us free. Rest in him today.